Properties and homeowners facing pre-foreclosure or foreclosure sometimes could mean a good deal for somebody. This 2019, with all that is happening around the world and with so many retailers closing, foreclosure rates have increased year over year in 13 states, including Florida. As you already know, history repeats itself. Back in 2009, 2010, 2011, and 12, most of the properties here in South Florida were facing a foreclosure.
So, what's a foreclosure?
Let's say that you have been making your mortgage payments on time for 20 years, and for some reason you're falling behind on your payments. So 1 month goes by, 2 months go by, 3 months, and still you have not been able to make another payment. The moment the bank sees that it is day 120 and you haven't made your payments, you're going to get a document called Notice of Default. If the default isn't corrected, meaning the loan must be brought current within a 3 months period, a foreclosure sale date will be established. The homeowner will receive a notice of sale, and this notice will also be posted on their property. Pre-foreclosures or short sales are very misleading, since every time that you see a listing on the MLS, the price that is reflected on the listing will never be the final price because it is subject to a third-party approval, meaning the bank. The property owner who is facing a pre-foreclosure has the opportunity to sell the property before the bank takes possession of it. So let's say that the property is listed at $500,000 and a buyer comes in and presents an offer for, let's say, $440,000. That offer will be reviewed by the bank, and they are the only ones who will decide if the property could be sold for that amount or not the listing agent and not the seller. If the bank decides to take the offer, then that means that it will be an approved short sale. Remember that if the property is being advertised as a pre-foreclosure, that price that you're looking at will never be the final amount. In reality, the only ones who will always benefit from a foreclosure or a pre-foreclosure are, number one, the bank, and number two, investors. A big percentage of the properties that are facing a foreclosure will be bought by investors since they are paying cash for those properties, and the bank will always prefer those over a finance purchase.
How can you avoid a foreclosure?
Well, to put it in simple terms, bringing your account up to date or pay off completely your balance. Sounds easier than done, but that's the way it is. The other way to avoid a foreclosure is basically by doing a loan modification, but don't keep your hopes up. Loan modifications are a pink unicorn. Last but not least, if you're facing a pre-foreclosure or a foreclosure, and if you have equity in your property, I suggest you list it immediately with a realtor to get it sold as soon as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Talk to you soon. Ciao.